Got a few tricks on my sleeves, yeah. Others I'm squeezily freeze, yeah. I'm make sure don't need no teaser. Straight, yeah, you should check a meter. I'll last a week or two when you got no idea what to do. Always on my mark, no time to accuse. Shining light, tell me the stage is not for you. With every step I'm taking, every move I make, there's a trail, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. Every step I take and every move I make, there's a trail, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I never go move afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I never go be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth that I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth that I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. Got a few tricks on my sleeves, yeah. Others I'm squeezily freeze, yeah. I'm make sure don't need no teaser. Straight, yeah, you should check a meter. I'll last a week or two when you got no idea what to do. Always on my mark, no time to accuse. Shining light, tell me the stage is not for you. With every step I'm taking, every move I make, there's a trail, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. Every step I take and every move I make, there's a trail, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I never go move afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I never go be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. with every step I take and every move I make. There's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth that I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth that I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me skate. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. Got a few tricks on my sleeves, yeah. Others on my easily freeze, yeah. I'ma make sure don't need no teaser. It's a truth, yeah, you should check a meter. I'll last sneak peek or two, where you got no idea what to do. Always on my mark, no time to cues. Shining light, tell me the stage is not for you. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. Every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth that I never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take and every move I make, there's a truth, but I ain't never gonna be afraid. You know I'm wild like that, never can be tamed. Even on this beat, watch me escape. With every step I take.
Hello. Give me a second, chat. Still trying to get things set up properly. My game wants to be difficult for whatever reason. You're probably so tall, that's why. I'm just waiting for models to load in on my end, because there's a lot. Yeah, it's fine though. I'll live. 43 people. Yeah, that's fine. Next thing you know, my PC crashes. Okay. No, the face is still the same.
Kind of different.
It's slightly different due to the shading, but it's still the same face. It's still the same face.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm pretty much set. I think I can head in now, which I am going to do.
Alright, have fun.
Have fun.
Oh!
Why come here then?
Huh. Very... a lot brighter than I thought it would be, to be honest.
And they're always busy.
My brain just started.
We're inside a tree. We're in a tree right now.
Some of their ore deposits have been being found in the hoarfrost, and they're doing the greatest out there. So there's a bunch of relocation methods, operations going on for the species, and trying to get back to their huge eagle stomping routes.
Sorry, my hip is being funky, so I went to go check it out.
I noticed.
The Sergios and the Legiana migrations are going to be starting as soon as December hits. So hunters, be careful in the hoarfrost and the desert biomes for incoming Sergioses that may be traveling long distances and looking for food. So a high chance of invaders in the desert, icy regions.
No fun.
Right. Okay.
Speaking of the summer, Diablo's mating season is coming back up, so a high amount of black Diablos have been being
Oh dear.
black Diablos have been fighted, so keep an eye out for that.
There's a certain creature known as Diablos. When they are... the females are in heat, they turn black and become very aggressive.
In the beginning of June.
Extremely territorial.
I know.
Sorry.
I know. I know. Essentially very angry.
They're also intelligent.
So they're not going to be.
I'll let you finish the rest of it.
Xilonen has been decided
I don't come across one this time.
So you believe every single itch that this would work?
Huh.
Oh, no, you're fine. If you ask
At least
for
they
it,
have an in at least.
In that point, you should believe that it will. And like I offer, I'll be the first to test it.
Trappers are literally getting females drunk in order to mate. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
now
That's a wild statement right there. What the fuck?
Oh. But yeah, no, because
That's
snot
awesome.
trapper males can mate.
What was your name?
Figured out that snot trapper males can mate with regular Anjanaths and Fulgurs, but due to their small physique, their small stature, most female Anjanaths usually disregard them as anything special. So what these creatures have done is basically they get their girl drunk, make themselves look bigger, because you know when you get drunk, you start seeing some very weird stuff. They get one night stand, and they're out the door. And now this female now not carrying kids. Very weird, very poor way of doing it, but hey, they're getting their way in the world. Remember, nature is not pretty and
So,
sunshines and
it's the
rainbows
way of
every
the
day of week.
ecosystem.
What's going on? Oh, we are in the areas toward the volcanic highlands. Some villages are coming into a shortage of oil.
I didn't know you were talking to me, sorry.
Their towns are being raided by an unknown elder dragon that is taking their oil and coal and ore deposits and eating them.
Interesting.
This elder dragon has been described to walk on 4 legs, and it's always followed by a torrent of flames.
Is he talking about Tealstra?
Sounds very neat.
No, it sounds
It sounds a lot different than Tealstra.
It may be another case of a Lunastra. That's the highest
Oh,
possibility.
Lunastra.
it's still oil, right?
Yeah, it's still an oil, but we can put our points to that also sulfur is also getting low for us over there as well.
Imagine a lion that literally is fire.
It's okay, thank you. I know where to go to.
And lives inside a volcano.
Reports coming from the coastal regions of Moga, they've seen a large carapacion carrying a Shengaran. Not Shengaran, sorry. You can't hide yourself from me. They think they've spotted a Shengaran moving past Moga Village with a cloud-tongue lung skull on its back.
Nice to see you. Real shame the vaccine did step on him.
I'm back from the hunt and such.
I think we have some more stuff going on. This book is very long with information going on. Hunters, be advised, the Elder's Recess has come home to a new pair of creatures that will be getting a hunt soon for enough. There is the clash of silver and gold. There seems to be a silver Rathalos and a gold Rathian taking inhabitants in the Elder's Recess, and a future hunt will be corresponded to take care of both.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, it's not left here.
That sounds fun. Horrible. Scary, but fun. Horrible.
You're experiencing flying wyvern
Deals of new things.
They are during the
What are you doing?
there's a shortage of honey,
Do you think they're having an issue in your arm?
The mission conducted to replenish the area.
Pretty stiff like it's a log, though.
Around select areas, so
Oh gosh, you can't even move it.
those areas until
I must be weak. Oh.
Location that
It's not a bad thing.
Yes, Vic, we'll be looking
No.
There's a creed of medical supplies for anyone.
Okay, yeah, okay. Sciences, the beehives.
Okay.
Good.
Potions, mainly.
Right, what else?
Potions, antidotes,
So far,
a few other things I needed.
we have found a new arrival to the we have found evidence of gamma patterns.
I'm still trying to catalog what we have at the
very
crypt.
rare
So many
version of gamma being male gamma.
It's not as much as
Made this, made that.
I'm glad you're coming.
Made your face.
Male gamma.
New challenge. Got my interest.
The faded form back at it again.
Any reward will be given to you for finding a male gamma.
Because I need to get rid of
Understood.
Say it isn't
Like I said, we may not have supplies at the end.
No, I'm messaging.
I mean, technically, every wyvern is a reptile, which means it could reproduce by just itself.
Flying wyvern that
See you later.
under the two
You're going out, or the other guys.
well-being.
I'll be ready for people coming back before they go back to their homes to at least stabilize them.
Oh shit!
Okay.
Following up on the lava caverns,
Yeah, as long
there seems
as
to be a
I'm
high
alerted
amount
if
of
anyone's coming into the
Gravios.
apothecary.
High amount of Gravios activity, along with unknown tremors happening in the area, and finding dead Gravios around the lava pit.
Oh, that's.
There's only one monster that I can think of that I've
Keep
read
in
about that can
mind,
do that.
hunters, Gravios has no natural predator besides one being, but for now we don't have much more information on why the
sure it's not what you're thinking.
Overall, that is all the information that we have currently going for the following months.
It would be much different.
I'll be coming back over here in other parts, to be informing other places. If you guys would like to keep a better tabs on it, you can always contact me early on, or anyone else at the commission that has this information, and we will set them as notes. But that is all the information I can give out today until today's hunt tonight. So yes, you guys are free to move off wherever you need to do.
Thank you very much.
That hunt already.
It will be chosen and announced near the end or closing.
Yeah, that's good.
Indigo has supplied just enough healing supplies just by that sign all the way there.
A male giveth a new challenge.
I also did not say all out. Within.
I love blowing up city blocks.
Yeah, the inn.
No, today.
If I'm interested in today's mission, please meet me up in the inn. We'll see if we can do it. Okay.
There you go.
Yay,
victorious.
So I could at least buy at least a form.
Ah, that was satisfying.
Have shit in Detroit. Wait, that's not Detroit.
I only know them because they go to Looking Detroit? They're fun.
Oh, my back, dude. I'm gonna cry. It hurts. And that first goal?
Look at that demon pill of yours. The rest of the game. Show him how capable you are.
Exactly. I feel like I'm listening in on a conversation I shouldn't be listening in.
Oh, nothing wrong with the lilies dropping. So I get it though.
Yeah.
Well, knowing them, probably, they'd probably stop you by now. Just saying.
We are kind of in a public space.
Yeah, we are.
Either that or they probably ought to have moved by then.
You want me to test this for you? To see if it'll work on the Hellblade?
Are you another hunter around here, or?
No. I don't call myself a hunter. More of a... Where I'm from, I'm called a name engraver, but in better terms, I'm a crafter and blacksmith. Named Xilonen.
Ah, Orga. I'm one of the researchers here. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm new around here, you could say. My first time
You're
here,
fine.
you could say.
I've only been here a few times myself over time. I think it's only been about a month or two.
Has it really only been a month?
It's hard to tell. Time seems to go so much faster around here.
It feels more like, I don't know, maybe like 2 months. I know you started showing up around... Well, Dorothy says you started showing up around February.
Yeah, it's probably been closer to 2 months. God, I'm losing track of time.
Time flies when you're... I don't know.
Not in a shithole.
Not in a shithole, yes. That's a good way of putting it.
Hearing the talk that was going on, I'd assume you're sending out, like, warriors to take care of some creatures?
It's a singular one, if I'm not mistaken. But yes, pretty much.
Huh.
10 people within the ranks. Yeah, 10 people within the ranks are going to go out and take care of a creature that's been causing a bit of an issue.
Definitely sounds like the Night Warden Wars. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Nope,
Well, around here it's more about ecological preservation than anything else. They only go after targets that are threatening the ecosystem in some way.
At least you're doing a good thing. Can't complain about that.
Yeah, though I'm pretty sure most hunters are here just to fight giant monsters. But that's what the group's goal is.
Yes. Take the monster, get the parts, and then, you know, you make your equipment out of it. That's usually how it works.
Yeah.
It's nothing, man. I've been in similar spots
I guess that's...
before, and, you know, I've kind of
I guess that makes sense, having resistances against these creatures, using their own skin against them. Very optimal.
Yeah, pretty much.
If you want to learn more, you can talk to one of the smiths around here. If you haven't already. I think that's one of them up there.
Imagine if the Smiths were around, right?
I don't know any of the Smiths.
Oh, hi, Words. This
Yeah,
one.
Have you seen any of the Smiths around, Cosmo?
Oh, you're also a smith here?
Yeah, well, you know, I'm quite the,
No, totally not. I totally do not just make weapons for everybody. Yes, I'm a Smith.
Yeah, sorry. I don't
all
know
good.
the identity of
It's
all
all
smiths
good.
yet.
There's another one right there.
I was about to say, that's one of them over there. There's one back there.
You need anything? What's your... That's void. Same as how mine is.
by all means.
Hi.
You and Vic definitely know how to.
Hi. Like a conversation going on or something?
This one
someone
was
new around
wanting
here.
yeah, they wanted to know stuff. So, what do you want to know exactly?
Well, all I know is that this is the Iron Group from what Kaminari told me in the comms that I got from them from the Azure Wings. Other than that, I don't know anything. I just The best way to put it, I was fighting in the Night Warden Wars back in Tavat. If you, well, you probably don't know what that is.
Yeah, I got no idea. My friend, like,
I think other than
that's like.
Nothing wrong with that. I might go down to the here and start
there was
fishing.
another world and
I'm sure I
another
can find a
war
fishing rod
that
around
you
somewhere.
fought,
What's going
and
on up
then
here? Probably.
you are trying to help someone.
Small talk.
Nothing much. New person.
You're fighting another world, another war. You got sent towards the Azure, or landed on the Azure,
Well,
or somewhere near the Azure.
how the Night Warden Wars work is that we go through this thing called the pilgrimage. Basically, a group of people and individuals sign up in this tournament to have 6 individuals go into the Abyssal Gate to be part of the Night Warden Wars. And luckily, I was one of the 6 that was chosen at the end. While fighting, an Abyssal Gate opened inside the Abyssal Gate we were already in, which we know wasn't a good thing. It was me, I think it was also Kachina, Chaska, Ian-san, and Kanich. So I know those were with me. I know they were with me, but
Can't say I've heard any of those names around the metaverse, I'm afraid.
The Metaverse? Not familiar with that.
Are you aware of multiverse theory? Many universes connected to each other, living in tandem but never really interacting. Like planets, all in the same sky but never interacting. You're never really sure if there's anyone living.
Planets I'm familiar with, but multiverse theory I've never really took into tandem. I know that there are different realms and realities based on the archons.
She put down like little. She put down her book, and it would show like the diagram of a bunch of different islands as the ink kind of leaps from the pages. And we imagine this is your island. This is your universe. You live on this unaware of anything else outside because all you know is this. In reality, your island, the ink drops and you can see multiple other islands just kind of springing up endlessly all the way up to like the end of that, and to the end of the other table. Looks more like this. You'd see them suddenly start going up, down, every direction. Your island is one of many, many of which are within the same space. We call this the multiverse. A collection of different universes which have connected together. Many different realities coming into one space. And every now and then, one island makes a small hole through some means or whatever. Imagine someone makes a boat, whether intentionally or not, and sails from that boat to another island. An island completely different to their own, built with different things that they've never seen before. Your Abyssal Gate is the boat. You came from the boat to here, to where we are, which is the Iron Grip. The Iron Grip is connected to the others to one central nexus point, which she'd show. This island, which we know as Saphira. Saphira is the main nexus hub to which, I guess you'd call it the core, to which all other islands are connected, if that makes sense.
I know someone that I met in my past had a theory on astrology and had this whole reality theory. I didn't really pay mind to it, but didn't know it was actually real.
Yes. Unfortunately, most ships are one way, and you shipwrecked rather than sailed. There are some who can sail between and fro their universe to another. However, most people tend to shipwreck, and a shipwreck doesn't know how to get back to its own island. And unfortunately, the way it scales is it moves like a sphere constantly. There's no way to say if I had shot you in the direction of the ocean, back where you originally shot from, that your island would be there. Possible that the whole sphere would have moved by then. For better for worse, you are here to stay until we can find a way to reliably find your island, find its coordinates, and then build you a ship to get back home.
There could be a way, but That's too much work to think on right now, but at least I know what I'm dealing with, at least.
People explain to you what Astera is, yes?
No.
Astera is a land of, well, a land of, how would I say? Do you know what steampunk is? Is that something that...
Not familiar
No.
with that term either.
It is technology that is still wood and stone, but happens to have metal, oil, and other things of which power it. A very technological, but still somewhat primitive civilization compared to others you will see, and most other technologies you will see here. Some of which will be completely alien to you, and seem almost like magic. But here, things are a little more grounded in what I can assume would probably be your preferred lifestyle. But here, we have another thing. This land is inhabited by humans with extraordinary abilities, people called Wyvernians who have very, very potent abilities. Some would say beyond human. But the most thing is, we have wyverns and dragons of which live here in great abundance.
Huh. I've seen a dragon or two, an abyssal dragon, but it's still the same thing. I do have a question though. You said people here have extraordinary abilities. Do those with extraordinary abilities have a vision?
I was thinking, make a
consider that your vision may interpret as different things. The necklace you wear is more inherent to people. Some people are born with the power. Some people have adopted the power by appealing to gods. Some people have...
I like that. I like the way you think.
In the most
And I'm already
blunt
envisioning
opposite
it.
term,
I just
drank
gotta
the power
train it.
from a bottle.
Huh.
And others simply substitute the fact that they do not have the power with weaponry and things such as armors that basically simulate the power that you hold.
Knowing that they don't have a vision, they were born with it. That just sounds like a lot of archons in one place, which is a scary thought in my opinion.
It often is. Power is often bought and sold at the cheapest price to whomever, and people buy it on the regular. That said, there are those who regulate others from that power. Here, there are the Guardians and the Hunters Guild, who govern exactly what goes on and who can use their powers and when.
So, if I'm getting this correctly, in terms of my world, you could say, in terms of understanding things, your guardians are essentially like archons that keep order around here, right? I would assume.
Yes, consider a guild of archons, I would say, that holds power over the other archons and holds much more powerful abilities than the rest in order to effectively police them.
Huh. Well, I guess that's a good way to interpret things. Makes it a lot easier when you think about it, I guess. But I really do appreciate the information. Thank you.
No problem. But, basically, I would not venture further. The dragons and wyverns here are rather aggressive when people enter their territory, and even you with your vision would struggle to take them on.
I guess that's fair, but I do know how to defend myself at least.
Yes, so retreat would probably be best, and, well, we tend to have a policy of, not letting people go out and injure themselves.
Are said hunters doing any... there were a bunch of hunters earlier, like, gathered up. Did they all just leave?
Most of those hunters are preparing for a threat of monumental proportions. A threat from a certain dragon that has attracted other dragons to itself. However, the hunt is not due for another few hours. you can possibly talk to one. You've probably seen him. He has goggles. He has a giant lance on his back. His name would be Calvin. If you don't know, you can always ask for where Calvin is.
Okay.
And Calvin should have information on the hunt.
Good to know. Good to know.
Yes, though I would not recommend it. We have tiers of hunts for which we grade upon each monster. We have low ranks, high ranks, and master ranks.
Speaking of that, actually,
it's an interesting blade.
It's called my Peak Patrol Song. It's an old sword that I crafted out of obsidian and phlogiston.
I was about to say, it looks like an obsidian blade that I would have made back when I was younger.
Gets the job done, so I'm not complaining.
If you ever need it repaired, I can try my best. I am one of the smiths here, and that is my job.
Oh no, it's fine. I can repair it
here.
myself. I'm a blacksmith myself, actually.
Alright. Just know that, unfortunately, unless you are a blacksmith here, you cannot use the smithy. Not that there is one here.
Oh, that's fine. They allowed me to use some of their equipment in the Azure Wings, so I
Yeah, in the
probably could use
engineering
that.
base, it's fine.
Yeah.
But when going to new places across this multiverse, I would caution you to ask before doing things. Many of them have different rules, and some of them are a lot stricter and less forgiving than others. There are many here who use their power to oppress others.
Sounds like the Fatuis and the Abyssals.
Yes, we call them the corporations. Vendors who have become extremely... They are vendors who have become extremely powerful through selling weapons, arms, armor, powers, abilities, anything that they can sell to their clientele and keeping the best for themselves. And through their garnered money, they have become basically replacing every government that has stood in their way, usurping them all one by one until they were the only ones left.
Huh.
Now, they are so ingrained in the nexus hubs of places and elsewhere that no one can remove them.
I see.
You'll most likely meet a few of them. They are rather loud and boisterous creatures. I myself work for a corporation, but one that is a little more altruistic than the rest.
I guess if we're talking about corporations, I can tell you that I'm a part of a tribe called the Children of Echoes.
I'm guessing they have the same thing. They sell to whomever pays the most. And
Oh, no, absolutely not. In terms of the ones that sell, it's not the Children of the Springs, not the Children of Plenty.
Not actually necessarily. There is one Yaku, which for all
Bless you.
purposes, yeah, looks
It's
just like a lizard or like
for my tribe. We tend to just help each other out, really. I'm the name engraver of the Children of Echoes, and we have others, a tribe leader and Kachina. Kachina's
That's good.
Kachina's usually a well-endowed individual, but what can I say? She's she's special to me, you could say.
Morality is relative to the user, and unfortunately morality is a quality that is very hard to come by in this multiverse. There are many who see other universes lesser than them and use it as a notion to direct their power over others, because they can't fight back.
Huh.
It is why there are so many who dedicate themselves to fighting off powers such as them.
I see.
But so long as you're not like that, you should get along with most people. Just be prepared for the amount of powers that everybody likes to wield around. Most people like to show them off as they would show off their blades and their spears and their shields and their clothing. It's a form of fashion, a form of, you know, showing off.
Huh. I guess when I think about it, sounds... No, I wouldn't call it, it's sounding like Mavoika. But... in terms of showing off, not Kanich.
I don't like Puke. I don't.
Actually, none of us in Natland show off. We more or less just take care of each other since we all have a common enemy.
Yes, but imagine if your vision was as commonplace as a block of obsidian sold as easily too. Eventually it would lose its worth, its special purpose in your life. And suddenly you'd be reaching for the next most powerful one to find. That is what happens here. What is essentially your visions are traded in marketplaces back and forth. And competitions are often held for who is the strongest amongst them, who has the strongest vision. People win money, make movies, make, you know, plays out of them, and just celebrate the power that they wield like it's a toy.
In my personal perspective,
My...
got truly hurt.
well, I should probably tell you that when it comes to
Oh,
vision...
that's Calvin. That's Calvin right there, walking up on the hill.
Ah. Well, when it comes to visions, visions aren't, I guess, mine
Another
out
example
of
is
anywhere and stuff like that.
freaking Maxie showing off her power. I'm just describing. She's not familiar with how power works in the metaverse, so I'm explaining to her.
A lot of powers work very differently here.
She believes that she originally believed that we all had vision, which is the necklace. However, I told her that power is very easy
Well,
to get
it's
around
not
here.
the necklace exactly. It's the gem piece, the amulet. And these visions are gifted by the 7 gods of Tavat for those who deserve it. And when I was working, one just fell into my basket. And so I have a Geovision.
Yes. Your gods seem very selective about who they choose, which is a good thing. Other gods around tend to simply care about how many worship them. Their followers often specialize in ensuring that they are prayed to.
Huh. So did something happen out here? Why everyone's out here, or?
It's just a common peaceful day.
No, there's actually a Kezu out there earlier. Basically a monster basically chased Calvin all the way back. We had to go push it back. Basically, red slimy monster does not have eyes at all.
Think of a
sees through echolocation.
Think of
Red
a monster,
one, yes.
but inverted skin.
A sample.
And has a long neck. There you go. And also looks
There's
like
a
an
lot of
animal.
weird monsters here.
The wyverns and dragons.
dragons.
I know about
dinosaurs.
I know about wyverns, dragons, spirits, sometimes demons, and abyssals too, but not familiar with these creatures. For I mainly just sit in my workshop or sunbathe on the tallest mountain.
Well, you can still do that if you do not wish to hunt. However, interactions with these creatures is a normalcy around here. You are bound to walk into one even if you're just walking down the road. It is why the hunters exist.
Yes.
To drive off and...
Now that I
To drive
look-
off and...
Does her name's Maxine, right?
Yes.
Does she have a night soul?
Okay. No. She has a void one. What does a night soul do exactly?
Well, in that land, we have this thing called the Sacred Flame. The Sacred Flame is basically a flame that we protect as one unity in one, I guess one island together, you could say. That being the Children of Echoes, the Children of Plenty, the Children of the Springs, and so forth. But the Sacred Flame is how those who die in that land are able to be revived in that land. Only at the arena though, and only if the Fire Archon allows it. Hence why I mentioned in the comments, I don't know if you were reading, that my good friend Kachina passed during the Night Wonder Wars, but luckily was found through the Sacred Flame and was able to be revived by Mavoika.
Nothing so much here. What we have is a curse upon ourselves. The Void is a very... Well, she doesn't have it anymore. Hers is more purified. But, as I said, power is often gifted for free, or with a catch. But it is more or less tossed around as easily as apples are.
Huh. Interesting. Okay.
You will also find another word here for it. It's called tech. If people talk about tech, they are talking about technology. It's something you should be familiar with as a blacksmith.
I guess I'll have to look into it then.
Technology allows people to simulate their powers. You will notably see that they are most of the people who use tech are mainly wear metal, very shiny metal, or are entirely made of metal, not as synthetics. For those who are not gifted enough to wield magics or to have visions of their own, they have instead forged their own.
I see. Seems like everyone's rushing up ahead for whatever reason.
Probably just to relax or just to find something. There is another siege that will take place out there.
Siege? Like...
Yes, we are combating a gauntlet of creatures, and right now we're on the second creature. A creature known as a Hellblade Galavinus, which is a giant terrestrial wyvern that uses its tail as a sword.
I see, that's interesting.
As with most creatures, if it has a prefix before its name, it is often a much more dangerous variant. So.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, is it alright if we go take a look, or...?
They're simply surveying the ground, most likely, so sure.
Well, I don't know if the second creature's over there, I guess, but...
We will see the effects of the creature and the effects of everyone combating it long before we ever get close.
I guess that's fair. Also, if you're wondering what a Night Soul is, this is mine, so...
This is my soul. I don't know if it would be the same to yours. My soul is corrupted by void. But it is apparent to see, suggesting I'm not alive, so not like I can hide it inside of me.
I guess.
Many strange creatures, many strange things. In time you will come to understand. I will not try and explain them all to you. We would be here for hours explaining every single entity that has walked through the gates.
I can't use my Night Soul for too long is the thing, which I hate.
You're fine.
Only reason I say that right now is because I don't have enough phlogiston. I can only use it for a short duration.
Well, let's say it'd probably be very hard to find that here.
Well, yeah, that is, I guess, but there might be a way to replicate it. Because my sword here, Peak Patrol Song, actually contains a phlogiston record.
Is it a chemical reaction?
No, it's a mineral. A mineral crafted, you could say.
Well, if it utilizes components from that original world that match with ours, or the many you can go around and search for, I mean, you could possibly recreate it, hopefully. But that's suggesting that yours are not inherently specific. Because iron ore, copper, things of that nature are found plentifully. But if you have a specific metal that only comes from either deity, a certain facility, or a certain rock that just doesn't exist anywhere else, you are going to have a very hard time recreating anything.
Well, the thing about phlogiston, it's also a natural thing too, but my people, the Children of the Echoes, have figured out how to replicate it somewhat, but not entirely.
Whatever its ingredients, then.
I'll have to see if I can remember. It's been a long time since I've seen someone craft it. More or less, I've mainly went mining for it myself.
Yes, unfortunately I don't think you'll have as much luck around here. Most of what we have is iron and copper. And titanium.
No, still wouldn't hurt to look, I guess, right?
If not, you can always come to me and I can give you some weapons of the current century.
Maybe. I'll think about it.
Hang on. No one's here. I think we've gone too far. I don't think anyone came this way.
Think we might have took a wrong turn, maybe?
I saw the others standing there in the hill, but I didn't know if that was everyone. There is a right you can take here that leads out to an open field.
Maybe that way then.
I assume that's her. You'd see her feathers kind of flutter up, and you'd see 6 individual eyes come out of them. It's kind of looking around.
I know my elemental sight wouldn't work here.
I have traded my natural sight for the ability to see within all spectrums, even ones I don't fully understand. However, it does mean that I do not have access to real sight, so while I can see things, there is a limit at which I can see things. I can't exactly see a sunrise or, see a sunset, but I can definitely feel them.
Never really heard that one before.
These are things treated for power. Eyesight, tongues, even the ability to speak. For the gods here, well, not here, but elsewhere.
Actually, can I ask you something real quick? Do you know anyone that has the capability of healing with fire magic? Or fire in general?
Anyako does. I have not seen Anyako in some time, though.
Anyako. Huh.
Anyako does, I think. Nia might? I'm not sure.
Oh, the one I'm working on the gun for? Yeah, I'm working on Cernia's gun as a commission.
She might, though I'm not sure.
I'll ask her, actually. See what she says.
Fireborn do not exactly exhibit traits of healing around here, more so traits of destruction.
I guess that's understandable, but I know a couple of people back in my realm that use fire for healing, and they're really darn good at it. Like this traveler that came across named Bennett. He was able to heal and such, so... So where's that open field lead to?
Just down this way. It leads out to another field. It's a place where we sieged the last creature. The only healing I could do with fire would be an ability with my light should show her.
love VRC crashing? Yeah, we do. I hate it so much. Don't kaggle, you're sticky. I heard them say like enemy to me though, they're gonna crash. Alright, let's head back in.
You do sound a lot better. Anyway. Whoa, the card fell.
Oh my god, it's Cred.
Oh my god, it's Fear.
Oh my god, it's a grand.
I love crashing. Anyways.
Anyway, I'm coming in as well.
Well, time to be Xilonen again, cause, waiting. I gotta turn off my locomotion for a bit. Although I'm heading back anyways, never mind.
You go into my area anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and drop them off the stuff that they need.
Is everything okay?
I think people are gathering or some shit. I don't know. I don't know why people are sprinting like that.
Oh my.
I think there might be something coming.
Yeah, I'm
Sure,
assuming
but
from the
it's
storm
gotta get there.
forming overhead, something's popping.
Me.
I recognize the armor.
Keep it.
No,
Use it to get yourself started.
Like that.
No spoilers.
Yes, Mr. Bug Beetle.
I know I need it.
Here's
Or at least
and Red Tens.
It's just good seeing you again.
Get sites of like 3 or 2 on for anyone who needs them, just in case.
Yeah, it's good seeing everybody.
Talking angle here.
I might be able to try something.
There's a better time than dealing with a monster.
Unfortunately, cannot go.
Gotcha. Y'all too. Any of y'all going on the hunt? Stay safe.
You're leaving us?
See you later, Vic. I got a kid to go look after, turns out. Being a dad. It's the whole thing.
Fair enough.
I get that feeling, no, too much.
Understandable.
Alright.
Not you.
I am saying this now. For those who are interested, okay, real quick, for anyone who went on the at Boat River Astalos hunt, please stand over there by the deer head on the wall.
What'd they say? I couldn't quite hear it.
For anyone
Just on the
who went
previous
on
deviant
Astalos,
hunt.
go stand over there by that deer head in the dartboard.
Go take a seat.
Yeah. If they were on the previous one.
You know, I'm thinking I'm gonna use.
I'm done.
I still feel
Alright.
sore.
If you didn't, then this makes things good.
I am too,
Alright,
don't
so
worry.
I need 10 hunters. for today's mission. Before we sent 8, now we're sending 10. So please
Right.
raise your hand if you are wanting to go on today's mission.
I suppose.
Alright, looks like I'm loading my picking pistols today.
Hold on. Picking pistols.
I'm probably gonna sit this one out.
Yeah, he does that.
I got things to do later.
Same here. I have a commission I have to finish up.
No, I have to go back to check up on my district and other things.
Big man in the back, bigger than only your name.
Jesus.
You're the biggest guy in the
big guy. No, it's all
Injuries. Pulls out helmet. It's me.
What ass? Alright. Just an ass like that. I know you got wins of steel. Come on now.
Come on now.
That ass was that big. Holy fuck. You got green gassy wings.
What's happening? What is happening?
Alright, oh, come on now. Alright, first off, get your big,
I have nothing ready.
Alright, get your reverse twin cannon in there. Alright, now what the fuck? There's 3 so far. The first point?
The bears they are selecting people for the hunt today.
I'm not much of a hunter.
I'm good.
I'll leave that to the bigger individuals.
He's a himbo.
Yes,
I have
it is a
important
very
things to do. So I'm good.
things to do. I have important stuff to do.
Alright, if you wanna go hunt, you might have to go
I
up close.
can't. Akira's not letting me.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah, after all of yesterday.
I did get asked by my boss over, so I'm probably gonna have to get going.
Rice.
Now then, I'm pretty sure I picked 5.
hour and a half.
You have witnesses here, they'll make sure I don't go.
How's it going?
Stand in a.
It's going well, How about
What do you mean by your
Going alright.
Right here.
Stopping by before I have family business to take care of. Oh, I did the same, but I have to go back to my district. Some business to take care of.
That's 7. 7? Okay, now please raise your hand if you're proficient in medical abilities.
Nope, that's not my forte.
I mean, yes,
Yup.
I am, but you already
Oh,
saw
God, I'm gonna be the only apothecary here. God damn it.
You're the only apothecary, but technically
I
I'm
have
also medical.
one thing,
I
and
know
that's
what
the
I'm fucking
fairies,
doing.
and if you try to get in their way, they will make things worse, so, no.
Calvin,
Oh,
this point I really need to become an apothecary.
Yes.
If you're talking with Indigo, if
Game.
that's the case.
Just call me G for now. Don't ruin the game.
I've seen it, poor bastards.
Introduce me and stuff.
Anyway,
A woman that has a scorpion, half woman, half scorpion, pretty much. That's
Oh, I saw her earlier. Okay.
Yeah.
Thought I saw someone like that.
How you doing, Christoph?
Nervous for the Hellboy, but honestly,
ready to add it to my collection.
Oh. I'm after the Thunderlord, which will be next week.
To be honest, I'm kind of after both Hellboy and Bloodbath.
I don't give a shit about Bloodbath. I'm gonna save myself for going after the big boy.
Are these derogatory terms?
I have much more of a vendetta for I'm gonna guess.
Probably.
Much more of a vendetta.
Not familiar with it.
So what's the
Just be
Thunderlord?
careful.
Thunderlord's an ogre, a much more powerful version of Stygian's an ogre. Very powerful.
You going today?
Have I seen one?
I don't know, I don't think
I
so.
did run one in the digital arena a while back, but I don't know if you were there for it.
How do you think
Probably not.
It's whatever they need.
Whose horse is that?
I can imagine the suffering.
You know what? I don't know. I can at least laugh at the people in the infirmary.
I'm ignoring this. I'm just going to not pay attention. Never mind. Anyway, continue. Please continue. Distract my brain.
Thunderlord's an ogre is.
Yeah, so.
Shows a picture of a Thunderlord. This is what it
I'm
is.
just kind of vibing.
Remind me of the wolf guard,
Yeah, the
but
plus I at least
more...
haven't been injured in a while, that means.
Oh, do you have the one that I took?
Yeah.
It's like a mid-charge.
I wonder why.
No, I just have one from
talking recently?
There's one mid-charger from the siege, remember? He showed up at the siege.
Yeah, he did.
Isn't
those the ones that use
That was,
like
no, that was the Frontier's ogre.
Yeah,
That was howling. That was howling.
You just showed that photo. This is Thunderlord.
Tell me everything.
So
Yeah,
these are
Howling is a
things that
Frontier one.
use.
The bug things?
Do me a favor. Put your hands right here.
Like the charge bug thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Kind of, yeah. Okay. So they don't actually make it as the bug.
Selected most people.
So it's kind of like fire.
So, in a weird, complex way of how it is, Xenogres essentially are able to, well, due to their fur, they're able to produce a form of stimuli that attracts the thunderbugs towards them. And depending on how many thunderbugs and the type of thunderbug that it attracts, the electrical currents that Xenogre can charge up will make them very much so more powerful than the rest.
So I guess emitting a natural scent to attract these thunder bugs you mentioned.
In a sense, yes. And Thunder Lord is what happens when a Xenogre decides to supercharge itself to the utmost extent to where it becomes its own apex.
You okay, Marigold? Oh, wonderful. I think Marigold wanted you. I can speak to her. Yeah. She went outside.
It's a big crowd. I'm probably gonna step outside. It's way too long.
Same, since I'm not going.
Might be a good
so,
idea.
You know.
Yeah. I wanted to.
Y'all have a good night.
Hi, Theo. I see you have hands. How are you?
Marigold.
On me side is like, okay, can pulls the gun on me, like, give me
Hey, do y'all know there's a free shop you can just go in there and just steal shit?
Do not. This is a forward operating base for coming.
Oh, okay, great that I didn't do that. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Where'd your voice go?
Nothing escapes the wings of a great worm.
Okay, well.
Marigold, are you okay?
This place seems a lot livelier than I thought it would be, to be honest.
My face.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Ian.
What's up? Hi, Ian.
You're going on the hunt?
Yeah, it looks like the same.
Reminds me of the Children of Echoes in a way.
His answer.
Is it? What
Heal.
Yeah.
What's the echoes?
Oh, it's my tribe that I'm a part of. I'm the name engraver of the Children of Echoes. Named Xilonen.
Just to make it easier for you to focus.
Oh, so you're the one who's been talking in the comms.
Yeah, the one asking about visions and all that.
All the candy.
Yeah, this is my vision. The
Cynthia.
amulet.
I'm Cynthia. Cynthia Amai. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's a nerd.
So, wait. You're the one that has the multiple elemental things. You're like all the archons in one person.
She manifests 4 elemental orbs in her palm.
What's in her tongue?
So you're like 4 archons. That is scary and probably good to know.
I mean, I have wind and lightning.
I have 3. I can do fire, ice, and lightning.
The most that I've heard of is someone having 2 visions or 2 elements, but having a vision from where I'm from is essentially an amulet gifted to you by the gods of Tevat. Mine was given to me when I was working in my blacksmith shop.
Basically, think of it as like the ability of an affinity. At least from what she's described, that's what it sounds like. It's like the ability to have an affinity.
Interesting.
Yes.
Yes, I have a geovision.
So,
ground?
What's your name, if I may ask?
You could say that, yeah.
Rocks or gemstone?
For me, more or less, gemstones and crystals.
Got it.
Okay.
Dragonos here.
Name's Frederick.
Speaking of gemstones and crystals, I'm going to assume none of you have the capability of healing with fire.
Do you know some guy by the name of Fred? And I do mean Fred.
The capability of healing with fire.
Healing with fire.
I know a few people who can technically do so, but I cannot personally know.
Reason I'm asking is because I'm trying to recreate a gemstone from my world called Phlogiston, which basically powers my night soul.
One person I know of, at least off the top of my head, that I know can heal through fire is my friend Saya, but I know she's unavailable at the moment.
I know Arts here mentioned Anyako and
yeah.
Cernia. Cernia I might talk to.
Cernia uses it in a different way, not natural magic, it's key.
Well, does it still have like a fire-esque property to it?
Yes.
Then that's all that
Phoenix Fire
matters.
specifically.
It'll work.
Well, that's all that matters. As long as it's the fire-esque property that still heals, it should work. In theory.
You know, like I shouldn't be laughing. So, like someone was standing on the cliff.
'Cause,
singing and he pulled out a rocket launcher aiming at them, and I was like,
My
funny as
theory
shit,
essentially
but I
is
shouldn't be
having it set to where actually I can have a demonstration for this. So this is my sword that I brought here by default, Peak Patrol song. And the record is made of phlogiston. And the idea behind it is essentially having it set to where with anyone that has my theory is that those that have fire-esque healing and imbue it into a phlogiston object, it's able to replicate what we call the sacred flame back in Natlan.
How are you feeling? I'm just gonna keep my fire burning too hot.
And basically that's the sacred flame is essentially our way of life in Natlan, able to revive those who get defeated in combat against the Abyssals in the Night Warden Wars.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah. But the problem with that is that the only way to get revived through the Sacred Flame is by the Fire Archon, and I don't see them around here at all, so I have to be extra careful on my own here.
I'm sure it'll work.
Pretty much.
Which I'm not complaining about. I don't usually do fighting unless it's necessary.
They hurt, and I get angry, and they go right.
Always fair.
Yeah.
Usually necessary for me. What I do. Mine is to a point.
No, you.
That's fair. When you fight Ganix in the Union, that's usually always an option. Always an option. I mean, mine is more so because I'm a protector, so.
Or if you're me fighting against Fatui, Hilly Trolls, and the Abyssals.
This feels normal for me.
Wait, do you live in the lava?
They're swords. Who crafted them?
This one was crafted by the Guildmaster here.
This sounds like some religious zealous thing that
This one was crafted by not so good people, but I liberated it.
Rodriel. Is he Mexican?
I see.
I commanded it. I have a variety of weapons.
Is he in the burger
That's
town?
fair, I guess.
Yeah.
And is he defending it?
Swear to God, I'm going to
Huh? Yeah.
just saying stuff.
What the actual fuck?
Yeah?
Don't worry. You mean what? I thought Frederick is just dead.
It's just.
They're fucking dead.
Yeah, just do that. Interesting. Hold on.
I mean, are you gonna take care of him, Frederick? Are you gonna take care of him, Frederick?
I hate their nose.
I mean, I try to say hi to Naira. First thing she does is choke. I mean, I try to say hi to Naira. First thing she does is choke.
Yeah, that's what I do.
I don't.
Sorry about that.
So, round 2 crash? Yeah, I guess. I'm honestly just thinking about just calling it there for stream, to be honest, because, God. Let's try this again. Gods.
I'm not,
Adrian specifically asked for security, so...
Past my guard and stung me in the thigh.
I guess.
Next thing I know, I was on the floor, unable to move.
Good luck on the mission if you're
I don't know if I can do water.
I don't know.
I'm gonna hold on to that.
Sounds like what? Sounds like a half foot.
That's too powerful.
Part of the hat.
I'm gonna go back inside to see if there's anything else.
I guess while I'm out here, I could just skate around, maybe.
Yeah, bro, here begging.
Hold on, I gotta. Shut up! I may be schizophrenic.
Who are you talking to?
What's wrong with us?
Hey, Grew Tits! My friend Grew Tits!
What?
They went there a second ago, that clearly is the schizophrenic friend. They can?
Some people just do that. I looked mine earlier, maybe they found them.
What you saying this mean? I'm going through my feels right now.
Oh yeah, someone, last time I was here, someone handed me a 9mm and I ate it.
Hi, I gave him 9mm.
Remember, folks,
You
shooting
ate
yourself
$9
with 9mm
million?
make you resilient to 9mm.
No,
What is that?
a gun.
It seems kind of cool.
That's Cupcake.
His name is Cupcake. You a pit bull?
Candy.
You
Hi.
can be, you sick.
Don't worry about it.
Should I even question
the
what's
multiverse.
happening?
Named Jamar.
The
He ate a car,
multiverse
he
is a
came from
frightening
fire.
and rather weird
He once
place.
had this jar.
Interesting.
I had something I was gonna give
He
you.
was also my
I would say more
fan, so
very,
passionate.
as they said, schizophrenic, because they were talking to no one,
See,
and
that's
then
how
they
I
just
win
pointed
the
at me like I
conversations. They just walk
did
away.
something.
They believe you are their schizophrenic friend.
I don't even know them.
I got a friend.
Exactly.
This is cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Absolute cinema.
Found it.
I am just
It
very
reminds me of the time I
confused.
caught my ex-wife cheating on me with my best friend. I started blasting the Toy Story theme song.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna go walk around for a bit, probably.
I'm gonna go walk around and be
Armed and dangerous!
Yeah, you go do that, man.
Oh yeah. Also, you might want to make sure that's not
Oh,
the
what the
glow
fuck?
stick.
Oh fuck.
On fire.
It's not fire, it's my night soul. Nothing bad.
Okay. Hello. You can roller skate or rollerblade.
Yeah. Yeah, I can. I'm also a DJ.
You're a DJ?
That's cool. That's cool. That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Well, I need something to do in my free time while not working on commissions, you could say.
Where's that axe?
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
Also, you're the woman that I was talking with in Azure Cons, aren't you?
I would assume so. Christoph?
Yeah.
Wait, what did Cosmo have?
Yeah.
I called you
big
cool.
ass glowing axe.
Am I talking to the
Glowing
tree?
axe.
I'm right here.
Oh, that's new for him.
You're.
Oh.
In the tree.
Am I in the tree again, bro? Oh my god, that's
You
why I
were.
should never turn. I should never turn trees off, bro.
Yeah, don't turn trees off.
There we go. All right, I'm sorry.
I guess
but,
he
I called you
manifested
cool.
a new weapon.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Oh, it's new?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's never had
I'm
Red
Seal,
Ox.
by the way. I heard about you.
Name's Xilonen.
You met them like 5 minutes ago.
I was talking to your comps.
Oh,
Everything okay?
I'm going to catch up to him. Give me a second.
Yeah, don't mind me. I'm just making potions
No,
for
the trees make me die.
my team.
Okay, I need to turn them off again. Sorry, yeah, the trees are making kind of loud a little bit. That's not very good. So if I walk through a tree, just tell me, and I'll move to the left or right.
So what potions are these?
Both normal and mega potions.
Of what? Mana? Healing? Oh, okay.
Liz, do you know where Mark's at?
Yeah, I'm doing Monster Hunter shit.
She don't know that.
You can make a beat out of that, bro. You can make a beat out of that, bro.
It's just out of potions from combining herbs and honey. What else is there? I'm not
Herbs
making
and
ancient
honey?
potions.
Sounds like a general thing you could
Really?
do for like.
I
a
heard Calvin
healing
talk
medicine.
about that.
Interesting. It's so simple to make potions. Usually you need a lot of ingredients for health.
You see these herbs right here?
Or mana.
Where do I, where?
Mm-hmm.
these are the type of herbs that we usually have to gather within the wilderness in order to create potions. So, for instance, takes out an empty bottle. Well, takes out a bottle with water. What usually I do is I take some of these herbs, the leaves, crumble it up until it's a fine powder, or at least good enough leaves. And then, usually, since I collect well enough honey, I usually take either a honeycomb or just some honey in general and put it in. And eventually I have to shake it up well enough to make a good, decent mega potion.
That's it?
For wait, a mega? What? How much? What do you need for a normal?
Just an herb. Really. Don't question.
All of that ingredients are just in a natural herb?
The properties within the herb have unique healing properties that help us within the fields rather quickly.
What the fuck? Usually to make potions you need a lot of shit. But you all just need one plant. And water. What the fuck?
That's because what you know, the natural world within this has evolved to much greater lengths.
I've noticed.
I mean, heck, look at the stuff that we have to fight.
What the fuck?
First off,
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing, I guess.
So I don't
you
want to
like,
sound
mix a bunch
like
of
this is stupid, but essentially you're making drugs to drink and.
Not even making drugs, it's just put a herb into a bottle. You're good.
Herbal tea, there you go.
Herbal tea!
Herbal tea with honey. There you go.
And then just add some honey.
You see, tea always cures the worst kinds of injuries. Even a
That's my closet.
Even a
I don't want to leave that
decapitated
far.
arm.
It's very good for emotional damage as well.
Yeah.
Tea for emotional damage?
Then what? You said something about an ancient potion. What's that?
Spooky scary.
That's a complex kind of thing because it requires much more herbs than you regularly need to.
Oh, shoot.
A more advanced version of honey that you have to find in very, very specific locations, and it requires, I believe, a blue mushroom that has antidotic properties to make to be very much more powerful.
First off, is it time?
Okay.
Yeah.
It is. Okay.
Interesting indeed.
Trust me, the logic in this
Everything
makes no
alright?
sense.
again.
Yeah.
Why are you bapping me like a cat?
But I gotta get with my team, so.
Oh yeah, aren't you going? Yeah, you might want to go before they leave
Yeah,
you.
Grips is gonna be closing here in about half hour, so.
Safe travel, and may the sacred flame guide your way.
Oh, you have rocket boots now.
Thanks.
Yay!
See you, Kristoff. Be safe.
It's a way of saying good luck.
Bye.
Oh shit, you can move
I couldn't
with
even
those.
say
Nice.
bye. He's already gone.
Yeah,
You
no.
had plenty of opportunity.
Val's tracks boots. They'll do that.
I didn't know. I did not know. I did not.
Get out the tree.
Rivals my speed, to be honest.
Cause.
Get out of the tree.
Ooh, bro, I'm gonna. That water right there looks really jumpable right now.
At the tree.
I'm gonna cry myself to sleep.
I'd rather sleep in the tree than go near water.
Because the trees make.
You don't like water?
I don't like drinking it.
How the hell does that work?
What? You need water.
So are you like me?
No, yeah, I know. Water is like essential and good for the body, but like, for me, I would rather have like just a little bit of sugar in there, or if all those fails, a squeeze of lemon.
Oh, I see what you mean.
want
You don't like
flavored
it by
water.
itself. You want to have something in it to mix with, basically. Okay. Got
Yeah,
it.
for me,
Yes, that's fair.
sugar gives me energy and energy helps me get through commissions.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
No, that's fair.
Huh. I guess, fair enough.
My hands are hurting.
Why do your hands hurt?
They hit that tree.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, they hit the tree pretty hard. Now they're dead. Alright, see ya.
Yeah. Well,
So,
if you were injured, I'd
why
probably take you
does-
to the people of the springs, but that's not here, so.
Dog.
Yeah, I see that. What's up, Liz?
So why does he have a big ass glowing axe right now?
Like I said, he's manifesting and he manifested another weapon, so he's learning how to use it.
That makes sense.
I'm gonna go say hi to other
I thought
people.
something was like up
Alright,
over there.
Be safe.
I'll see you
Have
guys.
fun. Bye bye.
See ya.
Okay, hold on. Let me do something real quick because I need to. Can't see. I'm scared it got quiet. Alright. Oh, we'll be going now. Hold on.
Take care.
Alright. I'll see you guys later.
Zoom.
There they go.
There he goes. Oh, he's a dork.
Yup.
Reminds me of
Big dork.
Kachina.
What are they like?
They're not necessarily a. Well, they can be a dork sometimes, but in a good manner. But
Understood.
she's a sweetheart, and she's always has determination on her mind, and that's why I envy her, really.
You envy her, huh?
Well, every so often in that land, we have this thing called the pilgrimage, where warriors come together in a competition to see who gets picked for the Night Warden Wars. She would enter every year, and she would not come close to becoming a finalist until one day she did, when a traveler came by to help her out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
As in they gave her something, helped train her, or just talked to her?
They just trained her, from what I heard and what Kachina told me numerous times.
Numerous times, huh? Alright.
But with all that training, it still really wasn't enough, to be honest, due to the fact that she passed away during the Night Warden Wars.
Walking away out of that.
Wait, what?
She passed away during the Night Warden Wars, but she's okay now. With the power of the Sacred Flame and the Fire Archon, she's
Oh
okay.
yeah, because you have the ability of
Right.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. What was I about to say? Are we shooting wind into the ocean now?
Kind of. Just.
So you have the power of the wind.
It's what I was born with. The other three came later.
So you're born with the wind. You can
Lightning.
be like a Animo Archon.
Anima?
So, in our world, the power of the wind is called Animo.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the best way to put it. And the term Archon, what's the best way to put this? You know how I mentioned those with visions were gifted to it by the 7 gods of Tevat?
Sure. I think so.
To put it in short, those Archons are essentially those gods. So, that's the best way to put it.
I see. Okay.
And and the Fire Archon, Mavoika, is... she's something else. In a good way, I should.
Something else?
In a good way, I should say. She sometimes...
Usually fire.
But,
Go on.
with Mavoika, she tends to get on me for sunbathing too much and not doing my work like I should be. But I like to have a balance of knowing when to work and knowing when not to.
Work-life balance.
Exactly.
I mean, it's a good idea, yeah. Everyone needs one of those.
Yeah, And
I mean, I balance between 3 different things pretty much at this point. I have my duties up
I
in
know
the
you have to.
Kimura.
Yeah.
Yep. And then taking care of things at the Azure. And then my own personal business stuff.
Ah, understood. Understood. That's fair. I have to. Me and my sister have to take care of a whole district. At least part of it. And then we have to fight the Union, and then fight Ganex, and whatever in between. Oh, yeah. Kinda getting tired of it. It'll eventually be over.
It'll
One day.
eventually be over, I guess, but if you're dealing with what I'm dealing with, it's gonna be a long time.
And she said that the war was like 15 years already, so at least with the Union.
I don't know what the union you're dealing with, but I guess
An annoying corporation that's an asshole.
Huh. Kind of reminds me of the Abyssals. Have been dealing with over about 3 centuries now.
Oh boy.
Yeah. They first invaded the world of Tevat when the world was first created, but Natlan got the worst of it, and we've been trying to fend them off ever since.
Well then.
But I don't know how long we can keep this up. With me gone, not making weapons, and others slowly falling in combat, we don't know how long the Sacred Flame can last, and we can't just use that forever.
That's understandable. Yeah. I'm guessing you're not here on your own will? You were just plopped here?
In a sense, yes and no. I decided to enter in a pilgrimage to see how it'd do. I ended up getting 5th place, which I'm fine with, personally. And
Top 5, not bad.
How the pilgrimage works, the top 6 individuals in the tournament portion will be selected to be part of the Night Warden Wars in the Abyssal Realm. And I was top 5. While fighting the Abyssal Realm, it was myself, Kanich, Ian-san, Chaska, Kachina, and Mualani. Those were the 6 of us fighting in the Abyssal Realm. We saw that the Abyssal Realm was slowly becoming unstable, so we were heading our way back. But one Abyssal caught me off guard and decided to... The best way to put it is... catch me off guard. While doing that, Kachina and Mualani tried to come help me, but seemed that the temporary gate closed and I was stuck in the Abyssal Realm by myself for a good hour or 2 fighting. Luckily there are places to hide, so I was able to do that. Then another Abyssal gate opened. I thought it was the way out, but turns out that Abyssal gate just led to... what was that city's name? Arkala, I think? And...
oh yeah, Arkala.
Once I got through the gate, it closed behind me, and I can't find my way back. So there's that.
Oh, that's no fun.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. Well, hopefully you find your way back.
I know I will. I might as well make the most of it while I'm here, though. Can't always be in distress and scared out of my mind.
True.
This
You learn some
Archon
things
of
here.
Wind of yours, I'm curious, what are they like?
I don't know them personally, but the Archon of Wind, I believe their name is Venti. From what the Traveler calls
Means
them.
they're, other languages.
Yeah. What the Traveler's companion calls them, and I find this slightly humorous. They call them the Tone Deaf Bard.
What?
Huh.
Wait. Oh no.
From what I understand from what the Traveler told me in their stories, Venti is one that likes to drink while singing and having fun. And while drunk while singing, they sound very much not great. So that's where my assumption the tone deaf bard would come from.
I believe it.
Fascinating.
You good?
You okay?
I'm fine.
I know you've done it a couple times. One time when you were angry. I wasn't sure.
No, I'm fine.
Okay.
More so tapping into a part of myself, let's put it that way.
That's fair.
I guess it's like me tapping into my night soul when I want to.
That's a way of putting it.
Seems so.
Yeah, but...
Well...
It is an aspect of me that I have within me.
It's interesting, though. It is quite interesting, I have to say. The winds
Still
are
learning
impressive.
it, still growing with it.
It makes sense.
That's fine. But yeah, I don't
Seems pretty
know.
cool, though.
I don't know much about Venti. The one I do know the most about is the Fire Archon, Mavoika.
What are you doing here?
Damn it! I was gonna sneak up on you guys and say hi.
I'm facing this way.
I'm gonna.
Thought you were leaving.
Huh?
Thought you were leaving.
Just say hi to other people.
You know it's hard to sneak up on an ocelot jaguar, right?
I'm a horse.
I didn't think that through.
It's also very hard to sneak up on a kitsune.
Oh my god! Jesus
Oh my
Christ!
Oh my god! Oh my fucking god! Oh.
You alright?
Oh my god!
You just gave them a heart attack.
My neck extended out of my chair. That scared the shit out of me.
Damn. I do have a question. I want to know about your lightning archon.
The
They cool at
Lightning
least?
Archon. I don't know much about them either, but the Lightning Archon goes by the name Raiden Shogun.
Huh. Traditional. Okay.
Not familiar on their capabilities, but from what the Traveler said, they needed all the help they can get to at least best the Lightning Archon in combat. So I'm staying away from that one.
Terrifying. Got it. Nice.
Fair enough.
Okay. They sound cool.
The one I feel like is the most... What's the best way to put it? One that's the more calm-hearted out of all the Archons has to be the Geo Archon, Zhongli. He's more or less a person of knowledge and history, you could say.
Oh, okay.
And don't get me wrong, I know my knowledge and history too. I've read books from Fontaine, Sumeru, Inazuma, Liyue, Mondstadt, and even Natlan too. But they know more of the ancient history, more of the Archon War, actually. Yeah. And there isn't just an Archon for the 7 elements. There's an Archon for a lot of things. Like, weirdly enough, there is an Archon of Sea Salt, actually.
Sea salt?
Sea salt?
It's weird when you first think about it, yes, but from what I read upon, this Archon of Sea Salt had the capability of turning... Thought I heard something. Sorry.
I was hearing things too, yeah.
But this Archon of Sea Salt basically had a blade made of black sea salt, something that they forged on their own, and anyone that would come in contact with it would be transformed into a statue of salt in a matter of seconds.
What the fuck?
Like permanently or temporarily?
Permanently until they decide to break the curse.
I don't like that.
That's fucked up.
That's scary.
I wanna be
I'm
salt.
scared now.
Well, you don't.
I'm scared now.
Well, you don't have to be scared. The Archon of Sea Salt has died long since, and they died in the Archon War.
Is the weapon still there?
The weapon is, but the functionality of said curse no longer manifests within its blade, from what I heard from Mr. Zhongli.
I guess that makes sense if the Archon god thing isn't alive anymore.
Yeah.
I am gonna go and take my leave, though. I gotta go and take care of some family business stuff, so... Pleasure meeting you.
fair.
And see you around.
Goodbye.
Seal.
Goodbye.
Good seeing you. Take care of yourself, Wes.
Take care, Zendaya.
Take care of yourself.
Good seeing you.
Will do. See you around.
See ya.
I know there's a tree right
Bye-bye.
there. Alright, anyways.
There's no tree there. The tree is here.
Okay. So I'm not going to console.
No.
But yeah, all
I'll probably be leaving
the
shortly
elemental
as well,
archons
but-
are pretty strong and quite
I believe it.
formidable. But there are other archons
I
of
believe
many
it.
things. But yeah,
What?
there are also
What,
ancient
I can't pick up?
dragons too, actually. In
Ah,
Tivat.
okay.
One of them being from
Mm.
Fontaine called Nouvelet. Legend has it if he cries, the entire lands of Tivat start to rain. Speaking of rain,
Oh. Does he cry?
if Nouvelet was here, I would assume so.
I don't like water. I don't like water. I don't like water. I don't like water.
And
Do you not take
also-
showers?
No, I do.
Okay, there you go. It's like taking a shower. Not much of a shower.
I don't like getting wet though.
Wind umbrella. There you go.
But on top of that as well with Nouvelet, he's also a judge in Fontaine, so court and justice and
Oh.
stuff like that. He's the one that dictates
Like-
everything.
Like, I sentence you to this. Like,
Pretty much.
okay.
I'm happy you didn't hear me.
I heard you.
Huh?
Anyways.
Damn it!
But the thing with Nouvelet, he doesn't take on his dragon form for it would be too destructive for Fontaine. So
Yeah.
he constricts
big?
himself into not too big, more of
Sit further away.
more or less if he does certain actions, he could flood the entirety and put Fontaine underwater if he wanted to. And it could be under an accident too.
Oh.
H2O,
Oh,
my
okay.
normal weakness.
So you just being here is gonna kill you if you just go.
I fall in, just know, and I'm never coming back out.
I'm gonna take a swim. I'm kidding.
But
I would be so scared.
even
No.
even not in his dragon form, Nouvelet is able to douse an entire room with water with the click of his staff that he carries around, or cane. Not familiar though.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Hmm.
Interesting.
But Tivat is a very interesting place, and I hope I can get back to it soon.
I'm sure you will. At some point.
Some point. Anyways, we should probably head inside. It's getting rather wet.
I should probably get ready
No,
to go anyway. I gotta do business stuff. I got work to do, Seal. I gotta go deal with my district.
No, I'm sad.
It's fine. We'll be back.
Eventually.
Before doing work, I might go take a nap, actually.
Go take a nap.
Does it usually rain like this?
I have no idea. Apparently it's a dragon or something causing it.
The only dragon that I could...
I hate.
The only dragon that I know that can cause something like this is Nuvalet.
Yeah.
Matsu, I hate you.
Yeah, it's something called a Matsu or something.
A Matsu. Not familiar
Yeah,
with
apparently
that.
it has a vendetta or
They like being mean, according to
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
Yeah, it doesn't like her.
Why?
I don't fucking know.
Huh.
Cause I thought they already killed it or did something to it to make it stop doing things, but no, I guess not.
I'll probably see if I can find Miss Cernia, actually.
Careful with her. She likes to point guns at people.
Well,
She likes to get purple on me and it makes me scared.
I've already met Miss Cernia is the thing. I just...
She pointed a gun at you.
Surprisingly, no. I thought she would.
What the fuck?
No,
She's pointing a gun at me and my friends.
Why
We have
is
a
that?
gun damn thing.
Purple on me. She gets purple.
She gets
and
so
it scares me.
angry. for
But
no
then
reason.
sometimes she gives me a hug and that makes me feel better.
Gets angry a lot.
This drift is gonna kill me. I'm gonna fall into the water and it's not gonna be my fault. It's a stupid drift. I hate.
When I think about it, when you say that she gets angry a lot, it reminds me of St. Lolly back in Netland. Because Sheet Lolly is actually one person that gets angry a lot, but to sedate that anger, she drinks.
That's unhealthy.
Well, not
very not
well,
good.
it's not alcohol. Energy drinks. It's a weird
okay,
thing.
never mind.
Oh, okay.
It's a bit better.
This place is
Yeah,
very
that's a bit
empty.
better than alcohol, because if they get angry and then drink, it's just gonna make it worse. It's a terrible idea.
I can't always be taking care of you.
Should it be the other way around?
I assume more people are in here.
Go Okay, yeah.
What was
Thanks.
that?
I want to go inside. I'm scared. I don't want to.
Oh, the lightning strike.
No, I don't.
We are closing lobby. If you're not part of mission team or backup, please head out.
No.
No.
I'm gonna go inside.
No one's inside.
Then we can
Probably gonna head
actually
back
more
to the
once you're done with them.
Yeah, probably gonna head back to the Azure Wings.
To you too, lightning.
You're leaving.
I feel like my actions are gonna have consequences.
I gave you that idea.
I'm parched to work.
You're going on as backup.
See you later,
I'm
Cynthia.
on backup, so I gotta stay.
Yeah.
Alright, have
Before
fun.
you go,
Good
back.
luck. Good luck.
Stop.
You know,
Don't trip on the way.
Goodbye.
Catch you later, Seal.
I will do my damn best.
Bye.
I can't even walk
It was
away the way
nice
I
meeting
want
you.
to.
Nice meeting you too.
I'm gonna aim at.
Okay, now go.
Gonna fry you.
Don't want to hold you hostage from my hug. Go.
Hi, I am here now. What the fuck? I got thrown.
That's
Anyway,
fine.
I'm
Come
leaving
on.
before a lightning strike hits me. Even though it won't do much, but I'm still leaving.
Same here.
No. I gave you the contact info of the person. Text
Anyways.
them, they can explain a lot more. Plus, get you into situation.
I cry.
If you so wish.
You can't go
My
in
finger
there.
hurts.
Yeah, because like.
Open your door.
Yeah, but
Open your door.
Considering this is a
Yeah, it's supposed to be a out of character spot.
Yeah, it would be nice though if that building
Yeah,
could
that's
be
what
the
I
out
tried
of
to
character
guarantee
spot.
that
That would be really nice.
Yeah.
Finger hurts.
Then don't
Why
make
does your
it
finger
hurt.
hurt? Oh, that's right. You fucking hit your desk, you little shit. That's why you don't sit close to your desk in VR.
I did not know. I thought because sitting in my chair was very nice and okay.
You could sit in your chair in the middle of your play space, not
This is a cute tiger girl.
you know. She's a leopard.
This
I
is
think,
a
right?
cute tiger girl.
So I actually looked it up. She's a mix of an ocelot and a jaguar.
A lost cigar.
Now,
Honestly,
Jaguar.
the ears are cute.
Yeah.
I like the soft ears.
By the power of
She's very
extension
nice.
characters.
You got me addicted.
Yeah,
How dare you?
I figured it was Genshin given the aesthetic, but still, it looks nice.
Yeah. My favorite Genshin player. I'm actually playing in the metaverse and I'm like, yippee!
Is that a Rinno?
No, this is
You
a
have me
Celestia.
addicted. Damn it!
Very heavily modified face for Celestia.
Yeah, I was gonna say heavily modified Celestia.
You said
Yeah.
gambling. You said gambling.
Yes, there's
That's my trigger
gambling
word.
in Genshin.
You need to teach me.
And
I
yours
agree.
one too.
Genshin?
Uncle, you too.
No,
You're
you need
too
to teach me how to play. 'Cause I don't know how to play.
Oh.
If you ever meet me in character, I'll call myself a Tengu, but it's the same. I'll also say it's pretty much the same thing, except the
fair
Eastern
enough.
lore for Tengu is a little more violent than the Western lore for us.
GG's, bro.
Understood.
Oh, hi, Mark.
It rain inside.
We kidnap people. We have
Taylor Soccer!
kidnap people because we're an all-female race.
Oh, fair enough.
I'm sorry,
I mean, it
bro.
really
How are you,
depends
bro?
on the which lore you're taking from. There's a lot of RP lore and
I
Tengu
also
lore.
took my own mixture of
Dude,
lore.
she's
to take
so
some
pretty,
liberties.
bro.
I like to tell people, oh yeah, my people is all females, so they used to kidnap males for reproductive reasons, and then eat them.
Oh, okay. So you're doing a little bit of the Monster Hero Encyclopedia a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, but there's a lot more going on. I'm from a modern era, so all the monster lore is my history,
I don't know.
not what I am now.
I can't wait to play my next character.
That
bro.
makes sense.
I
Still
talk
waiting for the
about
volume
mine
3 to come out.
Alrighty, gamers. Thank you all for watching me playing Xilonen for the first time. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. And we are going to be reading the funny Raijin, see what they're up to. They're on the hunt, I believe, so yeah. I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye. Yeah, I have. Yeah, I just ended stream